A disturbing analysis on homelessness in the U.S. coming from the Wall Street Journal.
Complex and growing problem of homelessness has now become a political football, with many GOP candidates slamming President Biden and leaders of blue states on this issue.
Meanwhile, new data from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development shows how the homeless crisis is magnified in the Golden State.
Welcome to America's hidden shame. The Homelessness Epidemic Explored. In this surprising video, we dig into the terrible realities of hunger in the United States, showing the core causes, amazing numbers, and human tales that are frequently disregarded by society. Join us as we provide insight on this critical topic and discuss potential solutions. The scope of the crisis. In this chapter, we look at the scope of America's homelessness crisis, shedding light on its far-reaching consequences for individuals and communities. Over 500,000 people in the United States are homeless every night, a grim fact that is sometimes ignored. One of the primary factors contributing to this dilemma is the rising expense of housing. As rents and property prices rise, many low-income individuals and families are priced out of the market, leaving them to live in dangerous situations or on the streets. Additionally, systemic factors such as poverty, unemployment, and a lack of access to mental health treatments all contribute significantly to homelessness. Many people facing homelessness are trapped in a cycle of poverty, unable to find steady jobs or access the tools they require to change their condition. Furthermore, a lack of affordable housing alternatives and social services causes the problem, leaving many people without the support they need to overcome homelessness. Examining these issues helps us appreciate the complexities of the homelessness crisis and the urgent need for comprehensive solutions. Addressing homelessness requires a multidimensional approach that includes not only providing emergency shelter but also addressing the underlying causes, such as poverty, a lack of affordable housing, and insufficient support services. Through education and action, we can work toward a future in which everyone has access to safe and stable housing, ensuring that no one falls behind in their search for a better life. The human cost. In Chapter 2, we look into the real tales of individuals and families who have experienced homelessness, shedding illumination on the crisis's deep human cost. These stories help to humanize the statistics by showing the real-life consequences of homelessness for individuals, families, and communities. Families are among the most affected by homelessness. Imagine being a parent forced to choose between sleeping in a car with your children and risking the horrors of the streets. For many homeless families, this is a daily reality. The stress and trauma of not being able to provide a secure home for their children can have long-term consequences for both parents and children, affecting their physical and mental health. Homelessness also impacts more soldiers. Many veterans have trouble getting back into civilian life after serving their nation, dealing with issues such as PTSD, substance misuse, and limited access to healthcare. Without proper support mechanisms in place, many veterans end up on the streets, fighting not just the elements but also their inner demons. We learn about the daily struggles of street people through detailed interviews. The struggle to find a safe place to sleep, along with the constant danger of violence and exploitation, makes living on the streets a brutal and merciless reality. Despite these obstacles, several of the people we interviewed showed extraordinary resilience, finding ways to persevere and thrive in the face of adversity. These stories serve as a compelling reminder that every number represents a human being with hopes, dreams, and challenges. By sharing these tales, we hope to raise awareness about the human cost of homelessness and encourage action to address this urgent issue. One of the most important messages from Chapter 2 is the role of compassion and empathy in combating homelessness. It is all too easy to overlook the issue or condemn those who are homeless as somehow deserving of their situation. However, by taking the time to listen to their stories and understand their challenges, we may start to tear down the barriers that separate us and work toward solutions that benefit everyone. In conclusion, Chapter 2 of America's Hidden Shame, The Homelessness Epidemic Explored focuses on the human cost of homelessness, as well as the recovery of those impacted. Through intimate conversations and human experiences, we gain a better understanding of the problems that individuals and families facing homelessness confront, as well as the critical need for humane and complete solutions. Failed systems. Chapter 3 of our video focuses on the systemic errors that contribute to the permanence of homelessness in America. We look at the limitations of social assistance programs, a shortage of affordable housing options, and the lack of mental health treatments, all of which contribute to a difficult-to-break cycle of homelessness. One of the biggest causes of homelessness is the failure of social assistance programs to provide appropriate help to individuals in need. While these programs are designed to offer a safety net for vulnerable individuals and families, they frequently fall short of providing the required assistance to prevent homelessness. Limited funds, strict qualifying standards, and bureaucratic barriers might prevent people from receiving the help they require, putting them in danger of homelessness. Another contributing cause is a lack of affordable housing options, especially in urban regions where housing rates are rising. As rent prices rise faster than incomes, many low-income people and families are forced to choose between paying for housing and other essential requirements. The absence of affordable housing contributes to insecurity and housing insecurity, raising the possibility of homelessness. In addition, the lack of mental health treatments increases the homelessness situation. Many homeless people battle with mental health difficulties, yet access to mental health care is frequently limited or non-existent. Individuals with mental health difficulties are more likely to become homeless if they do not have access to sufficient treatment and support. By highlighting these systemic failings, we hope to question the status quo and fight for significant change. The current method of fighting homelessness is ineffective, and it is time for a new strategy that prioritizes cheap housing, accessible mental health care, and comprehensive social welfare services. Only by addressing these underlying issues can we hope to eliminate homelessness and ensure that everyone has access to safe and stable housing. Invisible victims. Chapter 4 of our video focuses on the hidden victims of homelessness: children and teens. Despite being generally overlooked, millions of young people become homeless each year, with serious long-term implications. We look at the barriers they face in obtaining education, healthcare, and secure living situations, underscoring the vital need for particular efforts to help this vulnerable demographic. Children and teenagers facing homelessness encounter numerous challenges that can have long-term consequences for their well-being. Without a stable family, they frequently struggle to attend school on a regular basis, jeopardizing their scholastic progress and future prospects. Furthermore, the stress and uncertainty of homelessness can hurt their mental and physical health, causing existing issues and introducing new ones. Access to healthcare is a major concern for homeless youth. Without a permanent address, obtaining healthcare services might be difficult, resulting in unmet medical needs and increased health risks. Furthermore, a lack of solid living conditions might lead to feelings of instability and insecurity, affecting their general well-being. To address these difficulties, tailored interventions are required. This includes providing secure housing, ensuring access to education and healthcare facilities, and offering support services customized to homeless youth's specific needs. By focusing on these treatments, we can assist in reducing the long-term effects of homelessness and create a better future for these invisible victims. Community responses. Chapter 5 highlights outstanding efforts by cities across America to fight homelessness at the local level. From grassroots organizations providing crucial services to volunteers lending a helping hand, we see the power of collective action to make a difference. By exposing these community responses, we hope to motivate viewers to become involved and contribute to positive change. As we approach the end of our journey through America's hidden shame, one thing becomes clear: homelessness is a complex and multifaceted issue that must be addressed together. By raising awareness, campaigning for changes to laws, and assisting those in need, we can strive toward a future in which everyone has access to safe and stable housing. Join us in the fight against homelessness, and together, we can build a better tomorrow for everyone.